Hey, it's MK, and I am back with 31 Days of Cut File Fun. I am still working with backgrounds for Pear Tree cut files. I absolutely love this one and its intricacy. The first thing I thought of was my boys fishing on the side of the beach. And well, it's not really a beach, it's a lake. Sorry about that. So I pulled out these for graphic 45, sorry, I almost said 49 in market, but it's graphic 45. I believe it's Seize the Day or Catch of the Day. Papers, I think. Oh, it's Catch of the Day. Sorry about that. So I have the cut file or the die cuts, the sticker sheet, and this 12 by 12 pattern. Now, I'm not a huge graphic 45 fan, but I do love the way that they kind of grunge things up a bit. So when I get their ocean collections or their water collections, I enjoy having a little bit of that that grunge, and I pick and choose the papers from them instead of buying just everything because I can. Plus, I love the fact that this is blue and red, which are the suns that are fishing on on the rocks. They are, one of them's favorite color is blue and the other one is red. So it worked out beautifully. All right. Also, what I bypassed is the fact that I picked up some of this netting. Now it's a decorative netting that I believe I found at the home decor section at Joann's or something like that. And then I also took the cut file off camera, and I went and I sprayed it a navy from Heidi Swapp Color Shine. So that way it kind of stood out on this cream background. And then I matted my boys in that red paper. So I didn't use any of the pattern paper. Instead, I used the distressed paper on the other side of the pattern paper because I didn't want the cut file taking away, if I would have added too much pattern on pattern, the cut file would have gotten lost. And so I did not want that. But one of my favorite things is to layer like a pattern on a pattern, even though it's large. I'll show you guys what I mean in a minute. So I went and I picked out the die cuts and the stickers that I wanted to use. My cut file is finally dry. I absolutely love how it looks in blue. And then this is what I was talking about. So I want to layer my cut file and then layer this netting on the top of my cut file. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue just the four corners down because my photos and everything else is going to help me glue the center portion down. I'm not too worried about it. Plus, when I glue this netting down, about every other knot, I'm going to put a dot of my liquid deluxe adhesive from Nuvo behind it, so that way it is even more secured to the page and I don't have to worry about it shifting. So I'm going to put the netting down at an angle, and once it's all spread out and ready to go, I just absolutely love it. It reminds me of like crab fishing, where you just toss the net over and just start pulling it up and see what comes out of it. I don't know, you guys. I just really, really enjoyed how the two pieces layered together, and you can still see that beautiful waves cut file behind all of this netting. All right, one of the other things that I brought in was this fishing pole from my shop. I know I've used it about 2 or 3 times on a couple other layouts. But this is my favorite thing. My boys' favorite thing to do during the summer is every morning they will get up, they will walk across the street. Now, these photos aren't across the street. We live next to a lake, and it's just right across the street, and they will go fishing for hours until it gets too hot, and then they'll trek on home. This one here happens to be at a larger lake. It's called South Fork, a little bit, actually it's south of where we live. Weird. And they went on, this is actually a church group, all day fishing. So they left first thing in the morning and they didn't come back until almost dinner time. And the boys just had a blast. Now I have multiple other photos of other people's children, but that one won't get recorded because those aren't my kids, and my kids don't mind being, online. In fact, they actually tell me all the time, "Mom, I watched your video." It's kind of cute. Anyways, one of my favorite things to do with this particular cut file is to actually string up the fishing pole. So inside the etched groove, I do enjoy putting my favoriteest twine in the whole wide world down in there, and then that way it looks like it's got a little bit of texture to it and it's a strung pole. So I just absolutely love it, and I probably do this on every time that I use this layout. And then I cut off way too much of my string. But one of the things that I like doing as well is I like attaching the hook, depending on what type of hook. My sons usually like to use sinkers for this type of fishing. And then I love letting the twine curl around and looping it up, and then everywhere that it crosses and loops, I put a dab of glue down. That way I don't lose that when I put it in a page protector and then it's just flopping around loose in there. But I do love doing that, and that is one of the reasons why I put too much string between the hook and the pole. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put up a teeny tiny little banner. I felt like the upper portion of this layout was missing just a little bit of something. Plus it allows your eye to just basically go all over the layout instead of just concentrated in that one little corner. I do also take a few minutes to string up my my banners. Now this one is a little different because the banner only had one hole in it, which I thought was really weird, but I didn't notice that at first. When I was first popping them up, I popped them up on pop dots. In fact, everything is popped up on pop dots because of the netting on top of the cut file. And then I will secure the ends of my string for the banner, just like so. That way it looks like it is attached somewheres. I don't know where, but I do enjoy just all the texture that is on this layout. And here are the close-ups. I had so much fun with this layout. I find it kind of weird when I enjoy a layout and I have fun with a layout, it actually ends up going by faster. And when I kind of struggle with a layout, it kind of seems to just drag on and never end. But anyways, I did enjoy putting this layout together. Now the net on the back of my photo, or on my layout, is actually attached by washi tape. And then what I will go do, which I haven't done yet, is back the whole thing on just a piece of sturdy cardstock. That way the washi tape doesn't get unstuck and loose in my album. All right, be sure to check out Christina and how she will be using this wave cut file today over on Facebook, and I will check y'all later. Bye.